let it put so much into tonight.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First carry for James Conner. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. On 1st down, it's Watson.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Watson on 1st down.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watson now to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on play, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around? It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, short-term memory, and move on to the next series. To throw again on second down, Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory. And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. These two teams all tied after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. He got 29 yards that time. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw is Wilson. And this will be swung out here for counter. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time. Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Robinson with another carry. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
I got to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play. Now a first down throw, Watson.
And that's
it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The final shot before the break, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 22, Watson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Back to throw, Watson. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. In motion is Grant. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it.
Watson now to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
To try again after the sack, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 33. A very solid gain of 27.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson looks to throw again. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
He'll get this to counter underneath.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
For their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's the Jets punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
In motion is Grant. Throwing now, Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Pass me it out my knees. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the gang.